much welcome diversion. The NFL is back. Here we go, week 1. And this will not be fielded. It's a touchback and comes out to the 25. First down gets him a yard to the 26.
It's hard to have vision as a runner and find a hole when there's nothing but defenders in your way. They stacked that one up really well. But give him credit. Instead of trying to bounce it out and turn it into a big play, which might have turned into a big loss, kind of just took his medicine there and took the 1 yard. An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on third down here. This taken in by Jakeem Grant. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11.
And the Dolphin first
down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Tua. He'll fire this one deep for Hearns. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, second down.
So many times we see teams go on the road and want to lean on their running game, but this crew just announced they're going to try and air it out and make hay downfield.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Looking to pass. Tua. They'll set up a screen for Breida. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area, that they want him involved, just as you said. They want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Chung. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
The Patriots.
Cam going to bring the Patriots up now, 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Sony Michel. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Baker in on the tackle.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Great.
On 2nd and 9, Newton. And this one brought in by Sanu. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 16 yards, a first down.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had the big play in the run game to play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
The tackle made back at his own 49.
Hey, watch the slant. Hey, watch it. He's coming. Double up. He's coming, double up. 20. Set.
Cam goes out wide quickly.
Newton's pass.
It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. That reception, his 600th NFL catch. Congratulations, quite the accomplishment. This is 3rd and 1, very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. They'll try and run for it. Here's Michel, and he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. A pickup of 5 yards. First down, New England. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for 2nd down.
Back at the 38.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second.
And this is going to be intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler, Byron Jones. So a pretty shaky start here for both sides.
Yeah, each quarterback's throwing the ball to the other team. Do you think on both sidelines they're sitting them down and saying, okay, remember, this is the color jersey we're wearing. They're wearing the other color. Let's make sure we get it to our guys, please.
They'll begin the drive with Howard. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line.
He's tackled at the 30.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv and you run into a tough crowd.
And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line.
Phillips on the stop. A 3-yard gain on the play brings up 3rd down.
So 3rd and 5, defensively expecting pass. They've got 6 DBs out there. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Finding Gabriel complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
A gain of 22.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And this is Gabriel on the catch. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 33-yard line.
We're scoreless after 1.
Quarter with no score.
Second and 2. Tua going to throw. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. It goes as a loss of 6. And now 3rd down.
The 39-yard line.
Tua setting up shop to throw again. And that will be incomplete.
They went with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Moves on for the field goal. A 56-yard attempt.
And that's off the right upright, and it bounces away, no good. And this will remain a scoreless game. So distance not the issue there. He had plenty of leg to get it there. It's that darn upright getting in the way.
Always gets in the way of a good time, doesn't it? Because he hit it square, too. Sometimes you can bank one in if you get it on the end of the football. No such luck there for him.
He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. And that was a heck of a play there on the outside.
Partner, sometimes I think on a play like this as a corner, you've got to think to yourself, all I've got to do is slow him down so others can come over and support. But in this case, he said, forget that. I've got this. Sorry you had to make the run for nothing, fellas.
And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. 7 yards on the carry. Make it 3rd and 4 coming up. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
From the gun on 3rd down, Newton. And that is incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. That'll go in the books as just a 16-yard punt. And it'll be Dolphin football.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Tua, a give. This is Howard. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
Jordan Howard, the Dolphins.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
At the 32-yard line.
2nd and 7. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 22 yards there, a first down.
22 yards.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They run with Howard. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Brought down.
Jonathan Jones there to make the stop.
No gain.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
At the 46-yard line.
Running with Howard. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down.
Taken down at the 41.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Out of the gun on 3rd down. Here's Tua. It's complete to Grant. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
To Jakeem Grant.
Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards.
First down, Dolphins.
Tua now on 1st down. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Complete to Matt Breida.
This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it in, throw it, go play action, and take your shot at the end zone.
And he will take it in. in for a Dolphins touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown grab as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Yeah, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, whoever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
At their own 25-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. He lost 4 there, and it's third down.
21-yard line.
Out of the gun, Newton. And he'll have his man. That's Edelman. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. The former 7th-round pick, Julian Edelman, just continues to have such a productive career.
And has made himself into a receiver. Remember, he was a college quarterback, and not just a productive one, a very good one.
At Kent State, right?
Yes, a great leader, a guy who can make plays with his feet and his arm. Got to the NFL and had to convert into being a receiver and was drafted that way. And that conversion, oh boy, it's been good.
And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Give the sack to Jerome Baker. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And that going to hit in the end zone as we restart things here in the second half with a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally, because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
And they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the 3rd quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. Julian Edelman, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down.
25-yard line.
They'll run it. This is Michelle. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
He was brought down at the 26. A gain of 1 brings up 3rd down and 9.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. He's got the hook up to Lee. The 20, 10,
right down their
and
throat.
all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Marquise Lee, 74 yards. And the Patriots are an extra point away from going out in front. He's got it, and they take the lead at 7-6.
Makes the score Patriots 7, Dolphins 6.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Jakeem Grant on the return. The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. Now Tua. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Grant. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
Miami.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Tua sets up to pass it. Brought in over the middle by Grant. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
To Jakeem Grant.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Tua once again here on 2nd and 10. Oh, nearly picked. They may be lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down.
Well, he did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way, so he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it, just move on to the next play.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter. Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Here's Matt Hawk now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. That'll go was a punt of 32 yards. And the Pats will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They begin with Michel on the ground. In on the stop defensively, Raekwon McMillan.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. On 3rd down, Newton. And that's going to be intercepted by the Pro Bowler Xavier Howard. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
Intercepted.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
By Stephon Gilmore. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 16-yard line.
Tagovailoa to throw on 2nd down here. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. He was trying to hit Taylor Gabriel that time. But now it's 3rd down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
A field goal would get him the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you'll see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 48-yard line. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. On 2nd down, Michel. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
47-yard line.
3rd and 15 here after the 1st and 2nd down plays went in the wrong direction. A shotgun snap for Newton. Going deep here for Adelman. Wow, so wipe out the INT roughing the passer. What a disaster.
An absolute disaster, and you hope their lockers are not right next to each other for the postgame. Safe to say one is not buying the other dinner.
A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. They will run with White out of the shotgun. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Dolphins' 39-yard line.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 2nd and 11 now. Newton. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
15-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. First down, here's White. And despite the fancy footwork we saw, they'll get to him just inside the 15. There on the tackle, Shaq Lawson.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
They stay on the ground with White. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets them up 1st and goal. And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. Here's White. And he is in. Touchdown, New England. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And once again, the Patriots are back out in front. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
17 yards. First down, Dolphins.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. Now this time, Tua is going to throw it. Flush to his right. He's going to keep it again. Tua hit, and the ball is out. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
All right, let's be frank. You hate the fumble at the end of the play, but prior to that, I liked a lot of what was going on. Tucks it down, takes off, picks up good yardage. But in that portion of the field, that close to the sideline,
step out.
Yeah, either get down or get out of bounds. Take care of the ball.
Yeah, he had the yards, but then the mistake.
Lamar Miller on
give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
2nd and 5 now. Newton forced out to his left. He's got him in, complete. It's Julian Edelman.
You gotta love it, baby. Give him some more.
All the way in. Touchdown, New England. Julian Edelman, 43 yards. And the forced fumble defensively leads to 6 points for the Patriots. Justin Rohrwasser now for the PAT. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. They're down here in the fourth, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And from the shotgun, he'll throw. And this one caught by Delaney Walker. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. And he goes down. It's a Patriots sack. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
Yes, sir.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown.
Patriots.
That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them into the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this 4th quarter. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. The throw here caught by Devontae Parker. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 39-yard line.
From the gun, it's Tua. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
And he'll hit his tight end, Walker. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 41-yard line. Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. On 1st down, Tagovailoa. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete passing we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them holding them under 200 today.
The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down.
15 yards. 1st down, Dolphins.
Setting to throw on 1st down is Tua. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Tua to throw again. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown.
Complete to
a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Dolphins are able to cut into this lead.
And that touchdown puts us in a position to have a discussion, doesn't it? Now it'll be a two-score game after the conversion.
Yeah, I mean, there's no doubt with a two-score game they're going to have to onside kick it. We'll just see if they've got a miracle up their sleeve.
And you wonder what onside kicks they're going to use and in what sequence if they hope to have a chance to win this game.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
Newton's going to throw it. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
Back to the air, Newton on 2nd down. And his throw is incomplete. Damiere Byrd, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
There's a nice catch there by Julian Edelman, and he's going to be a reliable target no matter who's playing quarterback. Topped 1,000 yards receiving for the 3rd time last season. I just love his story. College quarterback to one of the top slot receivers in the NFL.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. So a good punt there, but a very strong 14-yard return. And that will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 32-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Tua now on 1st down. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Patrick Chung.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle 3rd. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
Intended for Taylor Gabriel.
Slants are so tough to cover because everything happens so fast. But sometimes it happens too fast for the guy catching the ball because all these movements have to be quick off the line of scrimmage, and then all of a sudden the ball's right on top of you. And maybe he got a little bit ahead of himself there.
And a lot of times coming in with good pace, and he dropped it. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Tua going to throw. That is caught at the 7. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Tua setting up shop to throw again. Steps away to his left. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. And again, it's Tagovailoa. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. Throwing here, Newton. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Rowe. So, my goodness, I wouldn't have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the second half. I just wonder on the other side of the field where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there and play.
Back to throw is Tua. He's going to let it fly. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
Incomplete on the jump ball. Covered.
Here's 2nd and 10. To throw is Tua. And he comes back with one complete. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots. And, partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long, and it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, you know, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Yeah, real football.
Not preseason football where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play, and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the frontline guys from the first whistle.
Yeah, I tuned you out in the preseason, but now I'm listening to you. So for New England,
kick it and go, kick it and go. With a stiff arm, spin move, in zone, scope. Off the sideline, a touchdown, I put on the show. Kick it and go, I had to kick off and go. Kick off and go. With a stiff arm, spin move, in zone, scope. Off the sideline, a touchdown, I put on the show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go. Running it back, never a cap, out of the draft. Watching me ball, as soon as I snap, hit of the pack, walk for the sack. I I've been a king and I've been about mine. Never could doubt mine. They running the route.